it was a little concerning that it was just like gone. This is my favorite quick dinner.
No, I just use it because I'm happy.
This guy gave me his number. Hello. It is a beautiful day outside, frigid and a little windy, which isn't great for the fires. It seems like anytime they put fires out, new ones are starting. I'm getting ready because I want to go to Disney with the Nugs. Just got back from the dentist for my routine 6-month dental cleaning. I'm kind of like at my wit's end because if you guys follow me on my socials, basically I had to get my root canal extracted. I had a root canal from maybe 20 years ago at this point. The root canal was done perfectly, but the root cracked and they couldn't fix it or save the tooth anymore. So they had to extract it. They had to give me a bone graft. And then I'm waiting for that to heal. During my routine teeth cleaning, they saw that one of my previous fillings chipped and it's causing structural issues, so I have to get it fixed, and most likely I'll need to get a crown at some point, but the least invasive thing is to just get it fixed right now. And I'm just kind of like at my wit's end with my dental situation. I've always had really bad experiences at the dentist. I talked about it. I was very traumatized. I wasn't taught proper dental hygiene as well, which is really tragic because it doesn't matter how well I brush my teeth, floss, use mouthwash, I even like scrape my tongue. I do all the things. I do it at least twice a day. I bring floss picks with me so that I always have something to kind of get food out of my teeth. I try not to drink anything that is full of sugar. If I drink anything that is sugary, I immediately rinse my mouth. I mean, I do everything right, but because of all of the damage that was done while I was a child, it is just this like uphill battle that I'm losing, and it's so frustrating. Mom did what she could do to the best of her ability, but it's hard not to be very angry at my parents for what I have to deal with now. And the only thing I can really control is how I teach the Nugget and how her dental hygiene is gonna be. So why I'm such a weirdo when it comes to juice. Talk to any dentist or even doctor, they don't like fruit juice. And it's not the sugar content, it's the fact that it's literally getting in between their teeth and then it sits there. I'm very like obsessively weird about juice boxes and juice. She only gets juice when she's at a birthday party or if it's available at someone's house, and she gets one, if that. I don't want her to go through what I've been going through for the last 40 years of my life. I just want her to have access to the best knowledge to take care of herself. And I know it's hard when you're a kid. All I can do is try and like right the wrongs that I had. What's going on? The other thing, I feel like it's like a very disappointing month for January. Like I started the year really hopeful, really excited, and then the fires really it's just been so tragic and worrisome, and I think it's affected me a lot more than I realized, even though I'm safe, but a lot of my friends were not and still are not. Yesterday on my way to work, I get a message saying that there was a fire outbreak by my work. I was so excited for Onyx Storm release, so excited. And I had the digital pre-ordered, so it was gonna get delivered to my Kindle. I have been rereading the first 2 books, starting with Fourth Wing, which I finished, and I'm halfway through Iron Flame. And I'm not gonna start Onyx Storm until I'm done with Iron Flame because I just want it to be fresh in my mind. I feel like my memory is not as good as it used to be, where I used to be able to retain like much more detail. I retain information, but it's not the same as like being super detailed. And also rereading the books, I noticed a lot of things because I knew what was happening in the second book. I'm like beyond excited. And then I saw that Target was doing a limited edition spray edge Target exclusive. And so at midnight, I was trying to get it for pickup or to even order online, and it was in my car at 12 a.m. PST. It was in my cart. I clicked checkout and the site crashed. And even though it was still in my cart, it was not available by the time the website got fixed. Chris went this morning at 7 a.m. and waited in line at Target to get me the sprayed edge. Now, when he got in there, it was only the regular limited edition sprayed edge with all of the dragons and not just the Target exclusive. I'm very grateful he was able to do that for me, and I'm really grateful to get at least one of the sprayed edge ones, but I am a little disappointed that I wasn't able to get the one I wanted and that they were so limited. Anyways, that was a little disappointing, but Chris got me the book and I'm really happy to have it. It's my first sprayed edge book, and it's one of the first series I'm starting to buy in hard copy. I'm a little nervous that like everything I own is digital. Like, what if it just disappears? I had bought all of the audiobooks of the Sarah J. Maas series, A Throne of Glass, and the first book is nowhere to be found. It's not under my Audible account. It's not on my devices. And I know for a fact I purchased that. It's just gone. And so it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. I can repurchase it. I can also just buy the digital version, or I actually want to start collecting all of the Sarah J. Maas books in hardcover. But it was a little concerning that it was just like gone. I don't know. It was a little weird. I'm like, I want all of my favorite series to be in hard copy. And I have that in like memoirs and educational books, because for more educational books, I like to be able to like physically look at it and highlight and mark it. I know you can do that on the Kindle, but there's something, I don't know, maybe because I'm a Gen X, I think I'm Gen X, I just like doing that. That's how I learned. That's how I studied. I'm very excited. No spoilers, please, in the comments about Onyx Storm. I think my heart can handle it, but at the same time, I love living in my romantasy. Is that what they call it? Romantasy? Yes. So let me live in my romantasy, okay? We're going to Disney because we couldn't get reservations on Sunday, and I really wanted to check out the Lunar New Year Festival at DCA. It's my favorite time of year, and it's always so heartwarming because growing up, nobody really celebrated Chinese New Year around us outside of the Chinese community that my mom was a part of. And so it's really nice to be able to see all walks of people, all types of people enjoying what I grew up celebrating, which is Chinese New Year, but for the masses, it's Lunar New Year because multiple Asian countries celebrate this time of year. I am Taiwanese Chinese, therefore I call it and refer to it as Chinese New Year for my family, but when I'm referring to it like as a festival or something, it's the Lunar New Year celebration because it's encompassing Vietnamese, Korean, Thai, all the cultures that recognize and celebrate a new year. I was watching Asia Dang's video, how she was just like, you know what, I'm gonna make up my own rules. This year is starting on January 28th. We're doing a whole new year then. We're gonna restart the year on January 28th because the first was just not it. And I'm definitely feeling that. How is it also that January every year feels like it's been a year in a month? January is the longest month out of the year, and then the rest of the year just like flies by. Like before I know it, it's gonna be spring. It was having a really rough morning. I think she was maybe sensing my rough morning, my stress. So I told her we would pick her up a little bit early from school and we would head over to Disney for Lunar New Year celebrations. I'm excited to get the sip and savor. I have to be honest, food is definitely hit or miss at the amusement parks. And I would say more often than not, it's a miss. I am still excited and I really love the sip and savor commemorative card. This year they have 3 different designs, one for Chinese, Korean, and then Vietnamese, which is really kind of cool. You are really into the Sarah J. Maas books as well as Fourth Wing. Let me know what your other favorite fantasy books are. And it was actually thanks to a viewer here, or not here, but on my other channel, when I was going through my mom's stroke and driving to the hospital and spending a lot of time at the hospital because it had just happened. One of my viewers recommended reading Sarah J. Maas, A Throne of Glass. And that was when I started my obsession with Sarah J. Maas, Throne of Glass, because she didn't finish the entire series and then started ACOTAR, A Court of Thorn and Roses. I started reading that while I was waiting for the rest of Throne of Glass. And so I actually, from book number 4 on of Throne of Glass, read it as they came out, and same with A Court of Thorn and Roses. I remember being so obsessed with these series. Part of it is they're one of my favorite series of all time. The other part is that I associate it with like the thing that got me through a very difficult time in my life. It was the one good thing I was looking forward to out of my day, because when I got to the hospital, I wouldn't know how my mom was going to be that day. I wouldn't know what kind of strength emotionally I was going to have to pretend to have while I was hopefully able to talk to her and be with her, and while I was trying to be strong for my mom. Court of Thorn and Roses and Throne of Glass was there for me. So that's why it means so much to me. And then finally, like, I feel like almost 10 years later, because of book talk, everybody is obsessed over ACOTAR. And while I love ACOTAR is my favorite, I also really have a soft spot for Throne of Glass, because that was my first introduction, and I will be forever grateful to the viewer that recommended this series to me. And I have to always ask you guys, if you like those types of books, what is your recommendation when it comes to books? My favorite time of year at Disney, second to Christmas. Although it's up there, mainly because
I like Halloween too.
I like Halloween too, but I gotta admit, it's nice to see Disney celebrate Lunar New Year. Oh, Nugs is with us too, and Chris and I drove separately, but I didn't realize how quick he was behind me. And so at first I'm standing in line at security, and something like touched my butt, but like right where Chance would sniff. So my initial reaction was like, why is Chance sniffing my butt right now? And then I thought, Chance isn't with me. And then I realized someone was touching my butt. And I was like, at Disney? And so it was him. Security was really funny, because I was like, can you please get rid of him? I don't know him. He's touched me and is now talking to my kid. And they were playing along. It was really cute. The other security guy gave me a really funny joke, because Nugget has baby Elsa right now with her, from Jack's Pacific Toys that we found at Target. He's like, whatever you do, don't get her a balloon. And she looked at him and I was like, why? I was like, because she'll let it go. And little Nugget had some chocolate ice cream. You want some chocolate cake?
They do that like an elevator thing.
What?
I like it red.
Yeah. Spite for you, Dad. It's our favorite. And then I ordered the pho sandwich.
Where is it?
I have to go pick it up. Wow. We are back home. I'm gonna throw a load of laundry in the wash and make us some dinner. Chris had to go teach tonight at the academy, so let's get some chores done, because it is still a weekday. Actually, I have a pair of jeans that I want to cut and wash with raw hem. So I think I'm going to do that and then start the load. These are my favorite jeans from The Gap, and they are the 90s loose high rise. They're so comfortable and very flattering without being like super tight, but also being loose but still flattering. They're way too long, and I've been just cuffing them like this, but I think I'm just going to cut them and have it be a raw hem. I might order a pair in a shorter inseam, possibly get a pair in a darker wash. I always get nervous when I do that, but I know I'll be okay. And then I'm gonna wash it and it should be fine. Did you go potty? Can you do it yourself, baby? Okay, it's gonna be a minute. Forgot about this mess, so I need to clean this up and then make us dinner. Got mac and cheese and then some salmon bites for you.
also.
And cheese.
I want to make it into lime.
Well, I don't know if we have any cheese right now, baby. You'll have to make it afterwards. Oh wait, you still have some cheese that you made.
I want, no, not that kind of cheese. I want the hanging on that can go.
Yeah, that's the one you made.
No, not that one.
I know which one you're talking about. I'm not getting that out right now because you just made this. So we gotta use it. So do you want this?
Okay, on a Hello Kitty.
You want a Hello Kitty?
Yeah.
I can't use that to clean. I can't use that for your food. You can take it out and play with it.
I do want to take it out and play.
Yeah, that's fine, baby. That's one of your veggie choppers. Can you grab a plate for me so I can put your carrots and your salmon bites on the plate? Plate, please. Thank you. I understand that, so can you please listen to me for a second? I put the cheese on the side and you can put it in yourself.
Okay, that's I want to put it on them.
Oh wait, so I put it on your plate so you could do that by yourself, okay? Here. So there's the cheese.
I wanted to put it on.
Here, look. You can put it in there. Okay?
Ooh, hobby bar.
Yeah, go eat, okay?
Okay.
In your stroller? Silly Reese. I recently got this Material Kitchen peeler, and except for the protector, I love it. It's so good, and it came with an extra blade so that I have a replacement blade. So smooth. I use this in my personal hot pot along with some mushrooms and some cabbage. Now, as the Korean radish is boiling, I'm gonna add my sauces. Use chicken bouillon powder, but also just use a chicken broth instead of water if you want. Do about a scoop of that. I use some fish sauce. I use about 2 tablespoons of. Also, I'm going to add some mushrooms and some cabbage. Okay, let's get these dishes done so I can finish my food. And I'm gonna rinse the rest of this cabbage and store it in a container for the rest of the week. Add my pork loin to my hot pot. Add a little salt because I do like my stuff salty. Nothing but the best Redmond real salt. Been using it for years and it does taste different. And I think I'm almost out. That's okay, I bought a refill. You want pickles, but you want me to cut it up? You can borrow one of Mommy's. You had a rat, Year of the Rat. Daddy and Mommy got the same one, and it's, we got Prosperity. Can you bring your plate for your pickles?
Pickle?
Yes.
Pickle? You make my pickle?
Yes, can you come here with your plate so I can give it to you?
Okay, one more.
Where's your mac and cheese? Did you eat that?
Like that? Not yet.
Okay,
After I did.
here you go. Don't let Chance eat your food.
Here, go. Can you?
Okay, that's not nice either, baby.
Okay.
This is my favorite quick dinner that's super hearty and nutritious and just so yummy and comforting for me. It is Thursday and I am finally getting this mop of a hair taken care of. It is so bad, guys. I've been going darker. I was supposed to come back like maybe 2 months ago and I never did. And it's just like faded. My ends are all brassy. Plus, I desperately need a haircut. I normally go to Crystal here. She has her own little private space for all of my coloring needs. However, and then I go separately for my haircuts, but Crystal does a great job with haircuts as well. So the reason I go to a separate person for haircuts is because he trims my bangs all the time, and I feel weird just going in for bang trims. So I also give him my haircut. This way it doesn't feel like I'm just taking advantage of bang trims. With Crystal, I only get haircuts if I'm getting my color done as well. So I am hopefully gonna look a lot fresher for Chinese New Year because we don't cut our hair anytime during New Year's Eve all through the New Year's celebration. And Chris is gonna bring the Nugget after school so that we can also get her hair cut because it's been like over a year. Okay, so the Nugs is with me now. Dad picked her up from school and brought her to the hair salon. So I got my hair touched up with color. I'm keeping it pretty dark, but with dimension still. And then I got my bangs back so I don't feel naked. And I got my hair slightly trimmed with more layers to just kind of bring it a little bit more, kind of give it more life. I have been going to Crystal J Beauty on all the socials ever since I moved down to Orange County and wanted to find somebody to do my color that was a little bit closer to me versus having to drive to LA all the time. I love Crystal. She is very, very good with her hair color. And more importantly, I'm very particular because a lot of people don't really understand how to lighten or give dimension to brunettes. She's taken me from black natural hair all the way to super cool toned blonde and then back again multiple times, and I love her. And I always get compliments whenever any professional like looks at my hair and they're like, who did your hair color? She's really good. The technique is really spot on, and she doesn't do it to a point where like it damages my hair beyond repair. So we did put in a K18 repair mask because my ends have just been really like tangly, and then she also did like a reset for my scalp, and I've learned so much about hair care, scalp care, thanks to her. So very happy with my hair situation. And then the Nugs got a hair trim. Now, she wasn't in the best mood when she showed up because it was after school. She fell asleep because of traffic in the car, and anytime we wake her up from a nap, especially since she doesn't really nap anymore, she gets a little moody. But again, why I love Crystal. She does such a good job. She's really patient with everybody. Love her. So if you're in the OC area and you're looking for a good colorist, check her out. Nugs, who's ready for Target? I downloaded some new shows for her on her iPad.
Mommy, I think we have Alice.
This is pet.
It's pretend?
Yeah, can we get back in my brother?
Come on.
We are back at Disney because the Nuggets BFF and fam is here at DCA to celebrate Gramps' birthday. So we are dressed and ready to party. Right, Alice?
Yeah.
Nugget is really into, what is this show called? Alice's Bakery? She's really into Alice's Bakery on Disney Plus, and so she's been wanting an Alice dress. We couldn't find it at Disney, so I just picked this one up off Amazon. What else did you really want from Disney? You wanted an Alice doll, but instead we couldn't find an Alice doll, so she opted for this baby doll. Like, I swear I used to see Alice all the time, like in the kits. They even had an Alice doll, but now it's just gone. It's missing. So we were walking over here. We saw that people had their bucket of cookies from Kathy's Cookies, and Chris said, oh yeah. How are they, Nugs?
Good.
We're buying cookies. Holds her doll up and says, do you like my doll? It's from Target.
Mom, get another one. I like you now, Mama.
Thank you. They're for New Year's.
Ow.
Best cookies in town.
How's it work?
In
The camera right now. It was so cute. I was like, oh my god, she
BFFs reunited for a few minutes before bedtime.
Yeah.
My camera.
Oh, those are sick.
Hi.
This is witchcraft. Seriously, what is this?
Yeah, so this is my vlogging camera, and then it has a mic,
Yeah.
And there's an external battery and everything. It's called the Osmo DJI Osmo Pocket 3.
Do you have an influencer code for it?
I have an affiliate link if you want.
Affiliate link?
Yes, I will give you an affiliate. The cool thing is, look, watch. If we want to keep filming. Oh, hold on.
Wait, you just flipped it over.
Oops. I am getting a slice of the bulgogi pizza, which is limited to Lunar New Year Festival. I'm very excited to try this out. And the Nugs and Dad are on jumping jellyfish. There's definitely a little kick to it. It was really good. I am gonna try it with a little bit of Parmesan. Definitely a nice little like Korean barbecue kick to it. Cheesy, very bready in a good way.
Moving?
I'm going to do that when I'm down there in the car. I'm going to do that when I'm down there in the car.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Your little cheeks are red.
And I Hey! It's because I'm happy.
What'd she say?
Go away!
She says it's because she's happy.
Yeah.
Your bestie?
Yeah.
Guess what? We get to come back for her birthday.
Yay! I'm
Yay!
there home her birthday. I love her birthday.
Oh my goodness! Mommy, don't drop that thing.
It's around my wrist.
Big one.
The car.
Whoa! It almost fell out. Whoa!
Dad,
Whoa!
we got there.
You just grabbed a handful of my leg. Whoa!
I don't feel like this is going with the music.
No. Whoa! 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 This is a different one than we've done.
Oh
Whoa.
my gosh.
Okay, we're about to spin.
Hands up.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Whoa!
That tickled my belly. It tickled my belly.
Tickled your bell.
I just went to the new sweet store. I couldn't film in there. It was a madhouse. It's Friday night. I was able to get everything I wanted to get. And there's a new store. Disney Storyland Boutique. I'll come back on Sunday and film in there. So busy right now. But the Nugs and Dad are getting corn dogs. I was so lucky. So I was number like 1 and they were on number 55. It'll be a while. And this guy, while I was just waiting for the counter and the register, was like, does anybody want 66? And they were on 65. And I looked at him and I was like, I do. And he's like, here you go. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank you. So he gave me his number, which was coming up next. And I was able to get all the sweets. I got 2 things for Jenny. So I got her peanut brittle because from what I can remember, it's like her favorite peanut brittle. And then I got the Werther's popcorn. I've never tried it. It used to be exclusive only to Disney World, but now it's here in downtown Disney. So it's highly raved. This guy gave me his number.
His number?
No, not like that, sorry. So I was number 01. They were on 55. And then they got to 65. And he's like, does anyone want 66? And I was like, I do. And then he's like, here.
Well, that's a shade better than hey, my number's 549.
I didn't realize what that sounded like. And the fact that I was all like excited about it.
Can I sit on there?
What do you want to see? You want to see the camera? I didn't realize what that sounded like. Because it's like the last thing I'm even thinking about.
I was like, wait a minute?
Well, that's happened before, where like a guy's giving me his number in front of you.
In front of you?
Yeah, like at an event one time, like this guy was trying to give me his number.
Yes, but we're not at an event. We're at Disney. Like you're there by yourself, so he sees like hot chick. Ooh, here's my number.
And you see me come on, a guy give me his number. No, he was with his girlfriend, I think, and she had a different number, or somebody, or maybe somebody that he
that was
wants.
great.
Yeah, so it was great for me. I got Jenny a popcorn, so I need to ship it to her like today because it's supposed to be fresh. And then I got her the peanut brittle because she's 99 years old and eats peanut brittle from Disneyland.
Seriously?
Joking. I love you, Jenny, and you're not 99. And I think I remember correctly that you snuck off to go buy peanut brittle, and I asked you like, why? And you said, I really like the peanut brittle from Disneyland.
She also like candy corn.
Yeah, probably. What else did I buy? Oh, I got myself a chocolate covered strawberry.
And you got her a little.
And I got her chocolate coins. So look how cute the bag is. I even asked if I could have an extra bag so I could send it with Jenny's stuff. And yeah, and then my bag I'm gonna put in my junk journal because I also collect trash. It was a fun mom's night out when we were leaving, and you don't get a whole bag, but you get your coins after you eat your corn dog. They're in the bag. So we were at mom's night out, and on our way out, I like grabbed a business card of like a pretty generic restaurant, and Kendall was like, why are you grabbing a business card? I'm like, it's for my junk journal. And she's like, you mean like you have a journal? What are you gonna say? Like
10 journals.
Yeah. And I was like, so I'll like put it in my journal and then write mom's night out next to it. And she kind of like laughed in the kindest way. And then I went home and sent her and Tanya photos of my Japanese junk journal, and they're like, yeah, it's much different from your travels to Japan versus mom's night out at Eureka Cafe. Okay, here, and I showed her another one of like the weekend of the girl's birthday party, and it was all these parking passes, and she was dying. She's like, and then Tanya, the sweetest woman on earth, is like, that is so cool that you kept up with it. Like, she's the most positive, sweet, kind person. Kendall is very sweet as well, but she's definitely more like, what?
I still don't understand the concept. Like, the school sponsored a mom's night out, but like.
No, it was somebody from the school, like one of those like classroom moms who wanted to like get to know everybody.
Got it.
It's okay. Kendall bought my drink. Okay, it was free for me.
And by the way, when you say drink, you mean Diet Coke?
No, it was a Topo Chico.
Yeah, it wasn't like, I'm gonna have a cranberry spritz vodka.
No, I don't drink. What you doing? Nugs?
Sitting still.
What are you doing?
She's gonna pass out in the car. I can see in her eyes.
Well, it's late. But she gets to sleep in because we don't have anything until the birthday party at 2.
Wonderful for you guys.